exactly his fishing line. And these were made by a fisherman on Shetland. So absolutely, I think he would have used a sail needle and the fishing line, because that would have been to hand.
It would have.
And can you notice, if you look, there are pencil marks of the maker. So I think these have never been worn. And I can see circles at the middle of the foot. And then, right in the toe, have you got a capital T?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes, there is.
And I'm not sure if I can see anything at the toe end.
Well, it's on both sides there, I noticed.
Yes.
So is it a capital T or just a...
Would it be T for toe?
I wonder. Nothing on the other side? So
this maker was sufficiently skilled not to need any other template, but presumably just marked the middle of the foot and the toe end and could make the rest.
I don't know why he would have needed that, actually.
I'm not sure.
Unless there was maybe several of them lying in a pile, and
or maybe he was demonstrating to somebody exactly how he made.
But is this here? I don't know why that would have been.
Yes.
Well, your foot, that's about the body of the sort of middle of your foot, isn't it?
Yes.
Why would they?
I'm not sure, unless they were a teaching aid. And just strange enough, we've done that today in the workshop. Drawing up templates, it helps to use some kind of simple notation.
Yes.
So if you put your template down and then pick it up again, you don't get it the wrong way around the next time. Have you looked around the workshop and seen what?
No, I haven't yet. No, but this is much more elaborate than I remember. Much tighter weaving than what I remember.
It's a lot tighter than the North Ronaldsay Rivlin.
Yes, it is, and possibly because you're using something that's more suited for tying. I mean, the North Ronaldsay lace was a clumsy thing in comparison.
Right. This looks very finely made. Apparently, it was made by somebody who was in his 80s at the time he made them. That was something like 50 years ago now. Yes. It's been a pleasure to have that pair to bring.
Yes.
Should we?
How did you get your hands on them?
It's been a magical mystery tour, this whole project. And I just put a call out to anyone who might know anything about Rivlins.
Yes.
And somebody from Sandy and somebody from Kirkwall got in touch on the same day after a month of silence. And both of them said, I didn't know whether to get in touch, whether it would be good enough to share. And one thing was this pair, and the other Rivlin from Sandy is a little child-sized Rivlin. It's the most beautiful thing. I'll show it to you tomorrow. I didn't bring it today to the workshop because it's just too fragile.
This here is, I can imagine it was a fisherman that did this. Really.
It's whipping, isn't it?
That's right.
And also, can you see the way it's knotted and finished off is so neat?
Yes, the whole thing is
behind the string work.
Yes. It's quite interesting that it's certainly, I mean, I'm not really familiar with a vast lot of Rivlins because there weren't that many around when I first remember. And they weren't particularly popular either, that I remember, because by this time shoes had arrived and they were more comfortable. Unless your feet were hard from maybe bare feet walking, then it's a different thing altogether.
Yeah. But speaking of comfortable, can I show you one that I'm in the middle of making? So we have this wonderful resource here, North Ronaldsay felt.
Yes.
It's a lovely thickness for making Rivlins.
It is.
And I've started to look around the room and notice some folk already have them on their feet. So it's been a good day for finishing a project. I think there will be people leaving today who have a pair of Rivlins to wear. And I've not got very far with this one just yet.
You've got a big sail needle there.
I do. I think that was my granddad's.
Yes.
Does that look like a sail needle that you
Well,
recollect?
No, there were a whole variety of them.
Yeah.
And they varied up to about the thread.
Did they have that kind of curve?
Oh,
on
yes,
the end?
they were all just shaped the same way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shortest one would have been about that length, that I remember.
Right.
And they were common. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, here's the thing, yes.
You'd have had these to hand.
Yes.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, should we have a look around the room?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Hello over here. This is like the rainbow table, isn't it?
How did you finish it off? We've got it around. But would you just sort of knot it?
Well, I would say, so this is the heel end. So ideally what you do with your over and over stitch is bring the last end out. Can I borrow this one?
Of course.
So that's the heel.
You having fun?
So these come out like drawstrings. And you pull those tight to bring them around the heel. And then you tie that around your ankle.
You can easily shorten it. Just
So
take scissors.
can you? Yes. Well, in fact, they would come round
Same
your
needles
ankle
would
and
be
then
easier. So.
fit through one of the side stitches and cross over the top.
Oh, you've
So
got
it's
it.
even like a lace at the end.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
show you
right,
in a
yeah.
bit with one of the finished ones.
That's about the smallest one you could
So-
get.
I've actually got these bits of the tool.
Well, I
No,
would, I would,
This is quite a
I would,
nice thing to make things, isn't it?
You know, in that,
that's made very nice pleats at
I
the front
noticed that,
though.
that fisherman did really,
So I think if you draw in these pleats, that's beautiful. And then knot it there,
really neat work, really does.
Then-
And you see the inside there.
snip somewhere on the heel
The wee
and
knots
knot
and
in an
it's
extra
all
bit. So
really
you've got
tidy.
a twug either side.
Okay.
All right. Happy to,
Just gonna.
okay, so first things first.
Meant to make pleats of the
See you in a minute.
Put this There we are. Where were we?